Hi friends, this is Shekhar Srinivasan and welcome to my channel. Microsoft released a new version for Xamarin Forms, that is 4.6, and I really liked most of the new features introduced in Xamarin Forms 4.6, such as font embedding, which was introduced in 4.5. But enhancements has been done. Now we can embed a font for using as image source also, which I will be discussing in this video. And I hope most of the iOS developers are aware of a fact that iOS is deprecating the support for web views, so that the material design which used web views also has got updated. And in this video I will be explaining how to use the material design in our application. And other new features such as expander, which is one of the feature I have been waiting for a very long time. Personally, I'm very happy with this new control. Then we have a radio button support, C# markup extension, shell updations, etc., where I will discuss these features in the next coming videos. So let us get started. I have taken the liberty to create the blank Xamarin Forms application to save the time. I have updated the NuGet packages and you can observe the current forms version also. I'm using is 4.6 and I have taken the liberty to create a folder with the name fonts and copied two font files, and the links to download these font files I have provided in the description. And also I have created a folder with the name helper, which I will be using later in this video. First, let me create a new file and let me provide the name as login page. Okay, let us design a very simple login page using the stack layout. So let me type in stack layout, padding equal to 20, horizontal options equal to center, vertical options equal to center, so that my stack layout will be displayed exactly on the center of our page. And then I would like to have a label to display the login form text. So let me type in label text equal to login form and let me provide a bigger size. So let me type in font size equal to 60. And then the text color as purple, and I want this text to be at center. So let me type in horizontal text alignment equal to center. Next, for the beautification, I would like to have an image. So let me type in image source equal to, let me paste some URL of the image. I would like to display as a logo. This is some random image. I copied the URL from internet and let me paste the horizontal options as center. Next, let us provide the entry controls to accept the input from the user. So let me type in entry placeholder equal to enter your username and then entry placeholder equal to enter your password. And since password should not be displayed, let me type in is password equal to true. Next, let us have a button for login. So let me type in button text equal to login, background color equal to purple and text color equal to white. A very simple login form UI, right? Okay, let us set this page as the startup page and let us execute so that we can observe how the UI is looking before we apply our embedded fonts, and let us use the material design. So let me open app.xaml.cs and let me set the main page as main page equal to new navigation page of new login page. Now let me execute the page. We can observe the login text, an image, username, password and a login button, right? It is not that fancy now. First, let us use a special font to make the text look better. If you recollect, I have already copied the text file to the fonts folder. Once you have done that, next you need to set the build action for that file as an embedded resource. So let me right click on the Cabin Sketch file and let me select the build action as embedded resource. And then we don't need to add any separate entries like the way we used to do earlier. What we can do is just add an assembly attribute to export the font. So let me open the assembly info.cs file and we need to type in assembly export font of, we need to specify the font file. It is Cabin Sketch bold.ttf, and it is better to provide an alias name to refer this file easily. So let me type an alias equal to Cabin Sketch. Now let me resolve the namespace error. All set now. So let me open login page and let us use this font for our label. So let me type in font family equal to Cabin Sketch, where Cabin Sketch is the alias name we provided for the font file, right? Next, let us execute the file. We can observe the login form is displayed using the embedded font, and this feature was introduced from Xamarin Forms 4.5. So what is newly added means we can use fonts as images also directly. So let me right click on the other font file and let me set the build action as embedded resource. And we know that the next step is to add this font details within our assembly info file. So let me type in assembly : export font of material design icons web font, and let me provide the alias as font awesome. Next, in order to use the icon font, it is better to create static icon font class to refer the font with a public constant string value. So let me right click on the helpers folder and create a new file with the name iconfont.cs. And if you remember, a couple of months back, I have created a video on how to use fonts as images in Xamarin Forms application. In that video, I have shown you how to create the icon font file from the fonts. If you haven't watched the file, I'm adding that video as a card. You can watch only these steps to generate this file. So let me paste the code, and we can observe there are more than 5000 plus fonts which we can use as an image within our application. The link for converting the font to icon font class also I will provide within the description for your reference. Now let me open the login page and let us use the image for the login button. So let me type in image source equal to font image, font family equal to font awesome, gilf equal to x:static. We need to have the reference of the helper class. So let me type in XML namespace : helpers equal to, let me select the helpers namespace. And then let us continue with our code. Helpers : icon font. I wanted to use the image of login. Then the size I would like to keep it as 30 and the color I would like to have is white. Now let me execute the application. We can observe the images displayed on the button, but the navbar displaying on the top is not that good, right? So let us remove that first. To do that, let me create a new file and let me provide the name as main shell. And let us update the base class as shell, and also let me update the XAML part. Let me replace the content page to shell. Since we need to refer the pages, let me type in XML namespace : pages equal to, let me select our namespace name. And now I want our login page as the content for the shell. So let me type in shell content and pages : login page. Now let us make this shell page as the main page. So let me open the app.xaml.cs and let me type in main page equal to main shell. Now let us execute our application. We can observe the navbar is still displayed and a new hamburger menu is also displayed. When we click on it, we can see some flyout which we don't require, right? So let me update the shell page. So let me type in flyout behavior equal to disable. Once again, let me refresh the page. We can see that flyout is not displayed, but our main requirement is to hide the navbar, right? So let me open our login page, and within the content page, let me type in shell.navbar is visible equal to false. Now let me open once again, execute the page. We can observe the navbar is not displayed, far better than where we have started, right? Now Finally, let us add the material design support for our application. So the first thing we need to perform is we need to add a NuGet package. So let me right click on the packages and click on the manage NuGet packages and search for xamarin.forms.visual.material. Select the package and add to the application. The same we need to do for the Android application also. Next, we need to initialize the forms material within the application. To do that, for iOS, we need to open app.delegate.cs file and then we need to type in global:xamarin.forms.formsMaterial.init. And the same statement we need to write within the main activity.cs file for Android also. In this video, since I'm showing the result in iPhone simulator alone, I'm not repeating that step. Once we have completed these steps, next let me open the login page and within the content page, let me type in visual equal to material. Now let me execute the page. Wow. Awesome. Within less than 15 minutes, an awesome login page with a material design support. Let me provide the username as for example Shaker, and you can observe the placeholder has been automatically taken as a header. Looks great, right? And then let me type in some password and let me remove that. We can observe the placeholder is displayed. And when we click on the button, you can observe a nice animation ripple effect is displayed. Okay, let us change back to the default once again to notice the difference. So let me update the code visual equal to default. Now let me refresh. We can observe the result. When I click on the button, there is no effect, right? Now let me change the visual back to the material and let us refresh the page. We can observe an awesome material UI is displayed. Hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed in preparing this video. In the next video, I will be explaining the other new features of Xamarin Forms 4.6. Friends, before I conclude this video, if you feel that this video deserves a like, please click on the like button. And also, if you feel my channel deserves more subscribers, please make sure that you subscribe my channel and share my videos so that my videos might help out someone who is in need. Thank you. Happy programming. Yours, Shaker.